It's about to go down. This is a DJ Disspare exclusive.
What's good? What's good? What's good? This is DJ Disspare, and this is my one-on-one with the man himself, Conn. Explain to the people who you are.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, this is hip hop secret agent Conn, from Queens, New York. They call me the secret agent of hip hop basically because I've been around for quite a while and I've seen things and been involved in a lot of things that you would think is like a fantasy or a lie, but it's true. So it's like I'm a secret agent, you know what I mean? Kind of moving through stealth wise.
So you're a man of all tricks. So before we even get into your music, what's up with this video game? Like,
all right, man, definitely.
I want to talk about that first.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about it. Quest for the Golden Mics, which as you see right here, Quest for the Golden Mics is a game that I developed. Me growing up as a gamer. Before hip hop, I was a gamer. I was into comic books and video games. I didn't get into hip hop as far as writing to like high school, but I was a gamer since I could remember. So it's always been, a passion of mine, just video games. So as I was working on a project, The Man with the Golden Mic, I thought it would be a great idea to incorporate a video game that has all the elements of hip hop and use my album, The Man with the Golden Mic, as a soundtrack for the game and just combine them together. And it's just, the mechanics of the game has never been seen before. You control the man with the turntable. It's just totally different. Shout out to everybody that has downloaded that game, man. And, I'm gonna break it on your show. I'm gonna be working on a follow-up game soon. Going to start production on that sometime this year, because this game's been for a minute. And shout out to Apple. Something happened with Apple where they just took it off Apple for something that, because something that happened with the build on it. I don't know, but I'm like, you know what? That's a sign right there that they put a new game out. I'm still on the Android and I'm gonna figure that out. But Like I said, before the year's out, we're gonna start working on a second part of Quest for the Golden Mics. It's gonna be special.
Yeah, I got to get involved with that. I love me making some video games. So now you got this track called Vega Vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that.
Definitely. Vega Vibes. Okay. First of all, as you see, Vega who, if you want to know what a Vega is very intelligent, getting goals accomplished. That's also my company, Vega Entertainment, and that's the rules I stand by. Being very intelligent and getting goals accomplished, which is important as an artist, as an independent artist, as a person in general in life. So Vega Vibes is that good vibes from a Vega that make you feel good. And it's actually my first time experimenting with a different sound. Shout out to the Conn Genius for convincing me to actually try that out, and lo and behold, it's my most popular record to date.
Nice. So let's get into that and come back.
No doubt.
You know that it's a double O, I let it go. You know that it's a double O, I let it flow. You know that it's a double O. You thought that I was stopping shit, I keep it going. And no, this ain't apocalypse, I keep it flowing. I said I got a lot of hits, I get to spit in. Conn Genius on the beat, and get the hit. You can see it in my smile, I'm so live in a minute till the wheels fall. You know the vibe, everybody wanna come with me and go around. When you reppin' with a queen nigga, I hold it down. They keep asking me where the game go. I don't know, I keep it high like a flamethrower. My motivation and grind is still the same though. Connery, I get admired by your main hoe. If you ain't in it for paper, then what you came for? I'm not about that fame, baby, I stay low. I'm not a devil, but I never had a halo. Do it myself, I don't need shooters on the payroll. That's the sound that your boy make. The Conn Genius in the oven, watch the boy bake. You don't want that beef, just like a raw steak. We all about that cream, but we need more cake. I'm stopping shit, I keep it going. And no, this ain't apocalypse, I keep it flowing. I said I got a lot of hits, I get to spit in. Conn Genius on the beat, and get the hit in. You can see it in my smile, I'm so live in a minute till the wheels fall. You know the vibe, everybody wanna come with me and go around. When you reppin' with a queen nigga, I hold it down.
DJ Disspare is in the damn building.
So you could get that on all platforms, right?
Mm-hmm. All platforms. Currently, that song is over 135,000 streams. It's been broken globally, as you see what you're doing right now as well. I'm just happy that it's doing what it's doing. And shout out to the Conn Genius who produced the entire album, Conn and the Genius, because that joint right there, like I said, I was apprehensive because it's not my normal style of music. But as being a well-rounded artist, you do want to evolve and try different things. You know what I mean? You never know where it will take you.
True. So speaking on that, you used to be part of a rap group, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of that group again?
Triborough. And Triborough is like Wu-Tang. It's forever. You know what I mean? It's like we may do certain things, you know, we'll move around the pieces of the puzzle. But Triborough is something that's forever, just like Wu-Tang. So you will see some more from Triborough, and Triborough is featured on my album. It may just say featuring a Loose and Fresh Air, but everybody that knows Triborough knows that is TB Row.
So let's talk a little bit of that. This is like your first run and doing stuff and like starting to pop land. Like you guys got an award back in the days, like, and then recently the song is being resurfaced again. Like how do you feel about all that? Like it's like you came out strong and you're still going, even though a lot of people weren't paying attention to the boom bap world as hard as they are now.
Mm-hmm.
But you've never lost your step, right? So let's speak on that.
Well, definitely. Triborough, the three-man group in New York City, we have 5 boroughs. The 3 boroughs, the Bronx, Manhattan, Harlem, and Queens, which forms Triborough. And there's a bridge that was called the Triborough Bridge that connects those 3 boroughs. Shout out to the hip-hop chef DR, who actually seen the vision, because I was a solo artist doing my own thing. Sean Conn, Fresh Air was solo, Loose was also solo. And we happened to come together because I was getting interviewed on a college radio station. And Loose was actually going to the college at the time. He called in because he was just hearing the songs that I had. He was like, yo, who is this guy? He's crazy. I got to do a song with him. And his manager was one of the radio hosts. You know what I mean? So she said, listen, my artist want to do a song with you. 2 weeks later, I'm in the Bronx at his crib. And I was amazed because not only was I doing a song with him, but he was engineering. And it's the first time I've seen an artist being an engineer. You know what I mean? Now, Fresh Air, shout out to my cousin Hip Hop Chef, who I mentioned before, that's his brother. So Fresh Air was already introduced to me through my cousin Hip Hop Chef prior to that. So once I did the song with a Loose called, we did a song called BXQU, the Bronx and Queens. I came to my cousin's crib like, yo, Chef, DR, listen to this, and they were just blown away. So I said, yo, got to come to the studio. I said, this dude's crazy, man. He got bars and he engineers. We went to the studio. We did a freestyle to the 1-800, the Rockefeller 1-800, 1-800 Hustler joint. And from that freestyle, my cousin said, you know what? Y'all have to be something together. Y'all a group, you know what I mean? And he formed Triborough.
And then you guys had done a song with a local artist from out here in Winnipeg, right?
Oh, definitely.
How did that come about?
I'm somebody who's heavy into promotion. I don't wait for people. I do it myself because you can't let yourself down. Waiting for others, you can be let down. So I was constantly on Twitter, and Twitter was heavy at the time around 2011. And I was on my Twitter just posting, doing certain things, doing hashtags, whatever. And I came across this video that was crazy. It was called Dead Fly. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, yo, this is crazy. So I shouted him out. Who posted it? It was Rough Monster. Shout out to Rough Monster. And me and him just connected from that moment. Like he saw my stuff, I saw his stuff. We just like, yo, man, you dope. And we became fans from that moment. And we were working on a Triborough album, the Triborough album called titled Triborough. Matter of fact, I was getting ready to pull it out. I don't see it right there, but the title Triborough, the title album. And I was like, yo, we got to do something, man. So he produced a crazy record, did a crazy chorus called One and the Same. And it's something that we all could relate to because Triborough, we're very well-rounded and we're very conscious at the same time. We cover all grounds. That record, man, was such an incredible record. We made it the first single for the album. You know what I mean? So shout out to Rough Monster, man, for embracing what I'm doing and just connecting with me like that, man, because he opened up a whole new world. You know what I mean? Just showing love from United States and Canada hip-hop and showing that we all on the same page when it comes to this real hip-hop.
And, you've tried to make your way into Canada, which will happen. So other than that and stuff, like now you have this new single coming out with us called On That.
Yes, sir.
And this song has actually been sitting in the archives for a minute. So how did this come about?
All right. Now this is dope too, man. Of course, Rupp, me and Rupp did we did the Triborough, the one the same. And we always wanted to work on some more music. And this is, like you said, it was in the archives a little while ago. Rupp sent me a beat. He was like, Rupp and Mike North, which, he had a different alias at the time. You know what I mean? It's like, he go by Mike North now, but he had a different alias. I don't know if he still goes or puts it out there. You know what I'm saying? Kid Kane. Yeah, exactly. And so we and I think he just started going under the Mike North name, actually. Because we did have actually Triborough had a record on one of his albums as well, just so that to put that in the record books. Triborough did do joint with Kid Kane and we was on one of his projects. So anyway, now as he's transforming into Mike North, and Rupp has always been Rupp, and Rupp is a dope producer. It's like he's just amazing with everything. He had this beat that was so crazy. You know what I mean? And the format that they were going with, it's like they sent me the record and I said, yo, oh man, I'm getting on this joint. And while I was working on my project, I laid that down and sent it to them. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, this is going to be fire. And it, kind of went to limbo for a while. I was like in the phantom zone. I don't know where it was for a minute. You know what I mean?
Well, see, what happened was we hadn't talked in a minute and then they showed up in my house. And we're sitting in my apartment and I'm just sitting here chilling and Reps is playing me a bunch of songs. All of a sudden that song comes through and I said, stop. He's like, what? I go, stop. Give me that right there. He's just like, what? I go, who's on that? He's like, Sean Conn. Like, give me that right now. I'm like, how you sitting on a Sean Conn track? And then it was just like, and I go, right now is perfect time for me to drop this. And then we're sitting there talking about like, the Griselda beats and like my boys Falcon Crest and all these guys that I've been playing. Like the real gutter talk is back. The real pimp talk, speaking on what we people don't understand that the old pimp talk storytelling stuff, like when I used to listen to UGK and Ghetto Concept, I mean, yeah, from Toronto and like different people, they told stories in their raps. Like a lot of people just rapped and did things like party tunes, right? You know what I mean? And then you have Ghetto Boys, and then you have like all these different types of rappers that told stories. And people didn't listen to Poor Righteous Teachers and a lot of those rappers, right? So when you got a song where you're unifying Canada and the States together, and then you got rappers who don't even hang out with each other. We haven't even been in a room with you yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we gel so good together that when it comes down to putting a track like this out, I'm really excited. And when I'm sitting there going, why is this sitting here? Why are you guys not putting it? Like, as soon as I got a hold of it, then I saw the reaction on you, then my peoples, and everyone's just like, okay, because they played me a lot of music. Trust me, they got a lot of fire.
Mm-hmm.
But this one stood out from a lot of it. And it just something that I knew that just I had to put out. And the way this is starting to evolve, I knew this was the right one. You know what I mean? So you about to do something big with it next month. We about to drop the video. It's about to be on vinyl.
Oh man, listen. That when you said that vinyl, I said, oh man, that just took me back because I'm like, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. It feels like it's supposed to be on vinyl. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just dope like that. And like you said, next month, and we just dropped the bomb today, so it's safe to say July 25th. That video will be premiering in a movie theater, a world famous movie theater at that, as well as my new single from the logo is coming out. But that video will also be premiering in the movie theater. Shout out to me and Conn Genius. We rented out a whole movie theater. We're doing a special event. Shout out to Bianca, his artist. Her video is also premiering. It's like a double feature. It's like a triple feature. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. And not for nothing, first day tickets are already 30% capacity, almost sold. We're gonna sell out in no time. You know what I mean?
Where's this at again? Where is this at again? Like, can you tell the people where this is?
All right, this is gonna be at Cinema Village. This is in New York City, in Manhattan.
Hey, right, hear what he said, right? New York City is like, come on, you couldn't debut a video any better than that. You know what I'm saying? So, tell me about from the logo?
Okay. Now, this is one of my favorite tracks on the Conn and the Genius project. And reason being, it's like that beat, like, you know, me and Luce was in the crib and we were working on the production, you know, and I had a lot of input on this project production wise as well, like ideas and certain things. So I told him, I said, yo, I need a joint with energy. He said, oh, you want some energy? Yo, he just pressed the button and I'm just like, ooh, this is crazy. You know, the feeling of it was just like, oh man. So for some reason, it just hit me like, as I'm feeling the flow in my head and I start putting words together in my head of how I wanted the vibe to be. And from the logo came from a line, because I said, you know, from the logo like Damon, because nowadays these guys are shooting so far range and snipers, it just felt like it. And I said, yo, that gotta be the title from the logo, because this song is out of here. This is one of those long 3-point shots, you know what I'm saying? And I'm very excited. I shot the video, some of it in the world famous Rucker Park. They gave me exclusivity to shoot in Rucker Park. You know, you cannot just, it's a world famous landmark. You can't just shoot. I shot in Rucker Park.
Iconic.
I also went to Times Square in Manhattan. I have my own billboard for the album Conn and the Genius. I got a billboard in Times Square. We went to the billboard.
So that's real. That was real.
Yeah.
That ain't no Photoshop thing.
That's not Photoshop. That billboard right now in Times Square. Yes. So we went to Times Square. We got footage of my billboard. Then we went to Rucker Park. We shot in Rucker Park. And then we finished it off going to my cousin's restaurant in Harlem, Chef Dior's restaurant, and shot in the restaurant. So it's gonna be crazy.
Okay. So, well, man, let's get into this.
We have this motherfucking game on lock with DJ Disspare. Street Killers is in the damn building.
You gonna learn today.
He's a genius.
GGA Entertainment, better know the rules of engagement. We don't move without payments. We don't lose, we just gaining. Clear from the logo like Damon. Yeah, see I got that game. I ain't even gotta spend on her. She about to take aim. And your girl is a headhunter. Got my mind in a dead winter. Hockey colder than ice. Nigga pitch me rolling like dice. Connery, yeah, I'm nice. These streets is grimy. These labels slimy. I got a question. If you find a real one, can you please remind me? Can you please remind me? Can you please remind me? Please remind me. Oh, bigger gang, we on top. Bigger gang, we don't stop. Take gang to the top. Gang, gang, don't stop. Don't stop. Gang, gang, don't stop. To the top. Gang, gang, don't stop. Secret agent, you don't know what I came with. Conn Genius is bang hits. I don't vibe to no lame shit. Focus, keep the ops in the rear view. Swerving lanes, I just steered through. Got the loud, I can't hear you. Winning, like the final, get chips. Rock the finest and drips. We just grind to get rich. Music, making, got the studio baking. Never snitch, rats staking. Always keep it real, never fake king. These streets is grimy. These labels slime. Labels slime. Labels slime. Labels slime. Labels slime. Labels slime. Labels slime.
Wow. Can't wait to see that video.
Oh man, you and me both. It's gonna be a movie. It's actually gonna be a movie. Like it's not, I'm not just saying it. It's really gonna be a movie in a movie theater. You feel what I'm saying? And it's gonna be crazy.
So, like, how long you been in the game for?
Man, I've been in the game for now. What we in 2021? Over 20 years. You feel what I'm saying? I started in the late 90s. High school student, you know what I'm saying? Just getting in high school, learning how to write rhymes. I was inspired by actually Redman. Redman was the one who inspired me to start writing rhymes. Like once I heard his first album, you know, What the Album, it was like,
really?
I never heard nothing like it, because not only was he like, he had street credibility, you know, he wasn't a sucker, he was comedic, he was a storyteller, he had bars, he was like he was Superman lover. He did things that, like, you know what I mean? He took elements of so many different things and he was all that in one, and that inspired me to start writing.
So like, the whole did you ever get confused with Redman and K Solo?
Well, you know what? It's funny because they got the same birthday, same day
I
on.
know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And the only reason I didn't is because before Redman came out, and I was a big fan of EPMD. You feel what I'm saying? So K Solo was the first person that they really, had displayed. And then Redman came after. So it was like, all right, boom. And the hit squad started forming. That was just such inspiration in hip hop. Great time in hip hop.
True. Because that during that time, a lot of people didn't rap like those two, and they just came bullying into the game, and it was just like two light skinned brothers that people were like, are they related? Are they cousins? Like, what is up?
Nah,
Like, you know what I mean?
people thought they were brothers. Now I'm gonna tell you something funny. Yesterday, and this is real talk. It's funny as could be. I was at Hip Hop Chef DR's restaurant, chilling. We vibing, talking about the movie situation because he's gonna be catering at the theater. You can bring food into the movie theater now, so we're gonna do that for sure. Anyway, we're sitting outside the restaurant, and I had shades on. You know what I mean? I had on a black Superman shirt, actually like that Superboy, but a Superman shirt is black with the Superman emblem. And I'm just chilling. I'm posted like this, chilling in Harlem. A dude walk by and go, "Yo, Redman, I ain't seen you in a long time, man. How you doing, yo?" Yo, and my boy didn't even hear it. And I'm just like, all right, because I had shades on. I was like, "What, Redman?" He walked off. I said, "Yo, this guy just thought I was Redman." He just started cracking up. He's like, "Yeah, that's crazy." So he thought I was Redman. I'm like, "Damn, do all light-skinned brothers look the same to you?" Like,
I was gonna make a joke about that as soon as you started talking about Redman.
Yo, it's so crazy because real talk, somebody thought I was Redman yesterday. I said, "Wow."
Because you know what? And a lot of these things in the game is like one time I'll shave some like a certain way, and all of a sudden people say you Project Pat or you Big Crit or you like Big Mike, and then I'm just like stop, just like thing. But as an entrepreneur in the game, and you've got your hands in so many things, like you're promoting like clippers now. Like I need to get me a pair of one of those.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Manscaped. I'm an influencer for Manscaped. And of course, they always hook me up. Shout out to the 4.0, the new lawnmower. But yeah, I've done 2 commercials so far for Manscaped. They love the work that I'm doing for them. I'm an influencer for Manscaped. I love their products. You know what I mean? Great products, man. Grooming products, great groom products for the male anatomy. Let's say, you know what I'm saying? You want to keep it clean for the ladies and everything. But yeah, man, shout out to Manscaped. They hollered at me, emailed me and said, "We love your content. We love your YouTube. We would like you to be an influencer for our company." And I'm like, "Well, this a scam?" I'm like, where was this coming from? I looked at it because I used to always see their commercials. And I'm like, yo, their commercials are mad funny to me. I would always see their commercials. And then it was the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And that was like January when they hollered at me. I did the commercial February. I just did another commercial about 3 weeks ago, and they got a list of specials and promos where they need me to do commercials at. And shout out to Manscaped because they pay very well. I must say, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm very happy to be down with the team.
Hook a brother up.
Hey, listen,
I want to get some of that endorsement.
They do. They definitely ship United States and Canada. I do know that, so it shouldn't be a problem. You feel me?
Got some DJ and stuff to do because I clean myself up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So out here, so like I'm saying, man, we need to get on that. So leading into what we've been doing in this game, creating music, you have found finally a lane for yourself where you're doing endorsements, you're doing marketing, you're doing your own promo, your own stuff. Like I got you back now, but I'm saying, like you hit me up the other day and you're like, yo, like how does it feel when you don't like being solo in what you're doing and having the only passion for what you're doing within yourself and not a team? Like it's like sometimes it's discouraging at times, but how do you get through your days with that?
Well, I must say, man, like you said, it can be discouraging. You can go through ups and downs. One thing I do know is it's not for everybody. A lot of people need help in different things. You know what I mean? I always wish I had help, even for my very first demo. I was about to see if I had to sit. But I always want to help. Even when I first started, shout out to my man Luke Cage, CeeLo, our first demo tape was like a duo, like an EPMD, that kind of vibe. But yeah, man, in my whole solo endeavors, it's really been a one-man army, you know what I mean? Besides when I merged with Triborough, but outside of that, even when I started back into the solo thing, the reason mostly is why I did not have help is because there's a lot of, like I say from the logo, you know, what I say about it's shady, you know what I'm saying? It's shady. These labels is grimy. These labels are grimy, you know. And I've been in situations with deals on the table. You know,
Speak on one.
I've turned down some deals. I've had some shady deals. I turned down a deal for J Records. I was supposed to be in a group with Papoose, just so y'all know.
See, this is the stuff I want to hear. So speak on that.
All right, let's
how
get
did
into
you not end up in a group with Papoose?
Let's get into it. The year is about 2001, 2001. I was a hungry young MC where I would just record freestyles, and I would go up to Hot 97, which is a New York City very famous radio station. I would go up in front of Hot 97 with a CD in my back pocket, just waiting for whoever, because there's a revolving door. And I'm like, yo, I used to hear on the radio, so-and-so's coming today. So I would go up there and I'm waiting for so-and-so with a CD in my hand, like, yo, I'm hot, you know? So as I'm standing there, I'm waiting for, I can't even remember if it was Ludacris or, no, it was before Luda, I guess, right before Luda came out, but it was somebody I was waiting for. And this guy was in his car just sitting there. He see me standing out there for about 2 hours, and he approached me and said, yo, what are you doing out here? I said, yo, man, I'm trying to get on. He said, yo, what you got, music? He said, let me hear something. So he took it to his car. He came back like, yo, you hot. Next thing I know, here comes Funkmaster Flex walking by, and this is his boy. So he's like, yo, Flex, yo, this is Sean Conn, blah, 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 whatever. Shout out to my man E Papers. He's actually the legendary rapper, Tricky T. You can look him up, Tricky T, legendary rapper. This is who this was. His name now is Ed Papers. But so he's like, yo, man, I think you dope. Next thing you know, we connected, and he just started doing, and this is one person to this day has done the most for me. A few months after meeting me, then he took me to J Records. This is when J Records first emerged, and is a management. Shout out to Jeff Robinson, because he has his artist Her right now that's doing very well. But he also started managing Alicia Keys. So I was in a meeting with J Records, Jeff Robinson, and before I knew it, it was Alicia Keys in the meeting with me. She was sitting right next to me. I didn't know who she was at the time. It was Alicia Keys. Jeff Robinson was there. It was this long table. And I came in there with my man Fuzz and my man Luke Cage. So Jeff Robinson was like, yo, stand up, rap. Started rapping. It was like, yo, you dope. They said, listen, this is what we're doing. We're working on something like a new Wu-Tang where we want to take a person from each borough and put them together. He said, we got Papoose from Brooklyn. We got True Mac from Harlem. You're the Queens guy. And I can't even remember the other two at the time. I just can't. I don't know who it is. But I know those two names because True Mac made a lot of noise, and we know who Papoose is. So anyway, at that time, I'm focused on, I'm a solo artist, and the first thing that flashed in my mind is, hold up. I don't know these people. It's not like it's all, I said to myself, what if this doesn't work? Like, what if we don't like each other? Like, so I said, listen, I'm okay with the situation with that. If you want me as a solo artist, this is what I'm here for, but I don't want to do this group thing. So I turned down a deal for J Records. But funny thing is, it never manifested. We never saw no 5 Boroughs group. And ironically, how many years later? I guess about 5 years later, I end up in Triborough. So it's like, it was meant to be later on. I had to do some more Sean Conn work first.
Well, you see, that's the thing, because like most people just jump into groups of people and then fall out of a group and then try to find themselves. You know what I mean? And then like most people, you got to find yourself before you can be in a group. If you could gel with a group and work with a group, all means try. But I've been in so many groups, I don't even want to talk about them. So it's just it's been so many, man. Like I've DJed for so many people. Halfway through the tour, you're looking at each other and you're just like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you soon. Like it's like, how are you this dumb? Like just like I've seen some shit back in the 90s, back all the way through to now. And then when I was young, I used to wild out. I'm not gonna lie. Like I used to wild out after shows, certain things. Like, what was your wildest moment on a tour?
I can say this, and this is something that's real that me and Luce was just talking about. All right, so when Triborough formed, like 2005, officially 2006, we did our first mixtape called Where Did the Game Go? And I was freshly coming off of my first mixtape in 2002 that I did called The Last Colony presents Sean Conn. Gotta see this. Just so y'all know, this is 2002. This right here, if you see, is a Mount Rushmore. This is my man Big House and my man Fuzz, Luke Cage, who's my first rap partner, and me right in the middle. So it's The Last Colony presents Sean Conn. This CD, right? 27 tracks on, a lot of freestyles, but also some original beats. Anyway, so with that mixtape, when I tell you we pressed up about 5,000 copies, I moved about 2,000 on my own through these streets. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's a famous CD in New York where, and some people moved out of New York. Some people have grown up and say, "Yo, I grew up on your CD." This, that, and the third. But by me learning how to grind, I had to teach myself how to do a sales pitch. I had to go through learning how to move these CDs. So when Triborough formed and we did our first mixtape, Where Did the Game Go? I was out there grinding hard with the CDs, and we all supposed to be out there. And I'm looking at them, and they kind of joking. They not really doing what they supposed to be doing as far as I'm concerned. So I was tight, and I really started letting them know, like, yo, man, what the hell? We kind of was in a subway, and we all was about to fight. It was going to be a 3-man brawl or something. And that moment brought us closer together. It really did. It unified us even stronger. So we had to go into a little bit of beef to get stronger.
And you see now, over the years, you've had, like, what's a bad management situation that you've had, like, that you could speak on?
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going, because it's been a while since, and there's no contract.
It's like, I'm letting out some, man. It's like, yo, you want to hear some shit? It's like,
nah, real talk. I'm going to tell you right now, because solo-wise, I didn't really, go for the okie doke. Like I said, I turned down the deal. I didn't see it being fit for me. But with Triborough, we did a lot of things, man. We're 5-time Guinness World Record holders. We've opened up for Rakim. We've done so many different things. Like, that's one of the highlights of my life, open up for the R, Anyway, so around 2010, before we did this album, we connected with, shout out to Verse, which he was signed to Bad Boy back in the J-Lo days, let's say, right? So this is after the fact, after his deal, he had the big battle with Jen. If you look on YouTube, Verse versus Jen is a very famous battle. So anyway, he met up with us at a show one day, and he was just like, yo, y'all are so dope. I want to do some songs with y'all. So he first started coming to the studio. He's doing records, whatever. He knew someone that used to work for Bad Boy named Michael Rohan. I'm calling your name out. You're not gonna sue me, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Michael, who had a company called Mike 29 Entertainment. So he introduced us to him. He heard our music. He was like, oh, I love it. He loved it. He had a nice studio in New Jersey, not too far from New York. And we used to go to his nice studio. We started recording a project called, what was the name? Oh, Great Minds Think Alike, because we figured Verse and Triborough together was like, great minds. So anyway, working on this project, not knowing now, he wants to be a production company for us. And he said he could shop us a deal, this, that, and the third. Okay, so it took a while for us to do it, but we actually did sign the contracts, right? And we put the project together. But then somehow or another, we come to find out that, okay, it's a production deal. So you're supposed to get the deal for us, we get it going, and then you see stuff on the back end. I was supposed to go, whatever. This guy is turning down $1 million deals from Universal, Def Jam, at least 5 different labels. He turned down $1 million deals on our behalf because he wasn't getting as much money as he thought he was supposed to get behind our back. You feel what I'm saying? So once we found out this stuff, and then when he did a photo shoot, and we're like, yo, where the pictures at? He gonna give us one picture and try to start acting. He's acting real Diddy-ish. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, this ain't cool. Then next thing you know, when we like, yo, we don't want to do this, he tried to really get on some sugar, not physically, but be like, yo, y'all in contract with me, y'all not going nowhere. All type of nonsense. But thank the Most High, the blessing was on the contract. He actually put the wrong date, and the whole contract was voided just by that one little error.
Don't you love that?
Yo, by the skin of our teeth, we got out of that situation. So Mike 29, I'm not gonna put up my middle finger because my daughter might be watching this, but you can get the knuckles. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But that was that.
So okay, so in your career, you've traveled, right? You've done different city tours and all stuff. So what's one of the most messed up situations where you showed up like a hotel wasn't done right or the club
Oh,
wasn't what you
you
expected?
are asking some great questions. Okay, we just won the award, like you said. We won the award for best rap group of the year at the
Right.
BB King's House of Blues, world famous BB King's House of Blues at the Underground Music Awards. We won best rap group of the year, 2012, and this was maybe 3 weeks before that Triborough album. Let me see, is that down there? Before, oh, here it is, yeah. So, man, this one's still closed up. Oh no, here's one. Anyway, before the Triborough album, this one that we supposed to sign to give to somebody, but just so y'all see how serious we was. Triborough, the token, we bridging the gap in hip hop. That's us three. Boom. Yeah. This is still one wrapped up. Great album, by the way. It's very rare to find now. Anyway, so we did the album, and I connected once again through social media with a guy named Dub the Mac. Shout out to Dub the Mac. Cool, from California. So anyway, he's like, yo, I want to get you guys on a tour. It's supposed to be, I think, a tour with like Wale and a bunch of other people, like a big two-week tour, all over California, up and down, different things. I think even Kendrick and Lamar, it was like a bunch of people in this when Kendrick was new. So anyway, everything is supposed to be dope. Everything's going well. So the day at that we're leaving New York to go to the West Coast, which is like a 5-hour flight. We get here, we get to Cali. He's welcoming us. Hey guys, everything's great. Next thing you know, as we're like, okay, so the tour starts tomorrow. He's telling us all type of whack stories like, oh, something happened here, something happened here. We ended up not doing any of those shows. And good thing we brought a bunch of CDs with us. So we just started going up and down California for a 2-week journey of our own. And this was like the struggle because we up here selling CDs to survive because we're not getting the money that we thought we was going to be getting off this tour. And we getting low, St. Louis, Obispo, LA, Orange City, I think it was, all over California. We made it an adventure, but he really set us up for failure because we went out there thinking we were on a tour. Next thing you know, we out here doing nothing. We had to make the best out of it. So that was probably the worst situation that you could be in as an artist, coming for a tour and there's no tour.
So you see, this will lead into now your song called Us Only. What's up with that?
Well, funny, the title is very fitting for the situation, but I must say, and shout out to another influence of mine musically, LL Cool J, because I'm from his neighborhood. So as a child growing up, I used to see him around the hood all the time. And I actually got a commercial with him. If you go on YouTube and put Sony LL Cool J, he had a product coming out, innovative product where you could record with people around the world at the same time in the studio. It's called Boom Dizzle, My Connect Studios. But if you check it out on YouTube, you'll see it on Sony's YouTube channel. So he has me in the commercial rhyming and, it's kind of ill. Anyway, so Us Only is me on my LL Cool Conn, let's say. And LL Cool Conn, meaning for the ladies, you know what I mean? It's a song meaning us only. So basically me and the girls is about us only. And I took inspiration from one of my favorite songs from another Queens artist. Shout out to the whole Murder Inc. camp, Ja Rule and everything, but they had signed an artist named Lloyd. I know y'all know about Lloyd, the R&B singer. So he had a song called Only You. Right. So we kind of flipped that beat a little bit and did Us Only. So man, check it out. We'll be shooting a video for this probably end of the summer.
It's about to go down. This is a DJ Disspare exclusive.
Ain't no way I'm a dub, I'm like buckwheat, baby, I'm just walking for numb. The glamorous girl and burning the bud, hot damn, Aquaman, how you get in the tub? Lady, I like you. Me and you a party, I invite you. Do something to you, make you say ooh. Looking like something new you like too. Oh, y'all can see the girl is on point. In the court, judging lawyers, the girl, she don't point. Ride or die chick, she better than the rest. God bless, got my name tattooed on her chest.
Been around the world, still ain't find her. Bad bitches dripped in designer. Ooh, they on my time. But you the one on my mind. I've been all over the world, still can't find a girl who works as hard as you.
ride, we can slide in it. Bonnie and Clyde through a pandemic. Don't let them haters act up. Ask my homie Lowdown, we was always mashed up. New bag, she said get the cash out. We style to the bank, tell them chickens catch up. Life's all about $1, baby. Hey, 'cause me and you make sense. Laying in your private lingerie, you make my heart beat tense. And you know that shit well. That's about all in a nutshell.
Been around the world, still ain't find her. Bad bitches dripped in designer. Ooh, they on my time. But you the one on my mind. I've been all over the world, still can't find a girl who works as hard as you.
Ever seen the moon in the daylight? You a rare kind of breed, though. By yourself.
Holy DJ Disspare.
Where'd you find this?
Yeah.
Shout out to Joso BX singing the chorus. My man Joso BX. You did a hell of a job. Video is about to be crazy.
So, when is that video going to be done?
Well, it's funny that you say that. I just am putting certain elements together. I don't want to ruin what we're going to be doing, but I'm just finalizing a couple things. But I definitely, because being that From the Logo is going to be coming out in late July, I figure we'll shoot the video sometime in August and probably end of summer, September, beginning of September, drop that joint. And that's going to go all the way through the fall and all that.
So let me give you like a DJ Despair idea here.
Okay.
See, you're shooting the video at the movie theater. That's all I got to say. Now wrap that around your brain after, because it works with the song. You see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you really want to do it, LL Cool J, all right, let's do this.
Got you. I'm going to have to put that into my mental Rolodex and
hey,
formulate.
You know where I'm going with this without me having to say a lot. So I just say less. See,
Okay.
This is the thing with great minds join together, we always try to help each other be better. And a lot of people always want to do things with attachment of money and promises and a whole bunch of nonsense. And like I do things when I work with a lot of people, and I do a lot of things just on the cognizance of I see the big picture. See, and a lot of people don't understand that when you're in that situation where you can say, yo, fam, I'll help you. I'm not worried about paper right now. I'm good. But then they're watching your pocket because they ain't good. So it's just like friendship and relationships switch out of a lot of those things. And now that you've been doing your own thing, do you have a lot of different friendships and different relationships now because of it?
Yeah, I would say this. I say that I've lost friendships, or friendships faded away some, because what I noticed is, and this is as real as it gets, when you have talent and you're an intelligent person and you're ambitious, people that are your friends or associates that become friends, they latch on to you because they feel you can take them to the next level, even though if they don't want to put the work in. So the reason I say I kind of stepped away from a lot of people is because I was helping this person right. I'm helping this person with getting his marketing together. I'm helping this person. Nobody's helping me. I'm giving all my energy helping everybody. No one's helping me. And then when it's time for things like how I have the movie thing going or a special event, and you're like, yo, come through. Oh yeah, let me see if I could do it. But if I was like, yo, come through, I want you to spit a verse here. Oh, I'm right there. Opportunists. You feel what I'm saying? And I was tired of all the opportunists. So I really kind of secluded myself into a small bubble with less than a handful of people that I rock with right now. Really, I know a lot of people, but I don't rock with a lot of people. I just do what I do.
So on that note, before COVID, you were rocking with people, doing shows, having fun, As soon as COVID hit, how many people actually reached out to you and said, are you good? Like, can I help you? Do you need help with your campaigns? What's going on with your work? Or did you feel that during this time that it was one of those moments to expose those who should not be around you?
Well, luckily, before COVID hit, I was already in the mentality that I am now. Like, I've been through so much and been used so much, and my talent and my know-how has been used to the point to help others, and they had hidden agendas. So I was practicing social distance before it was something to do. You feel what I'm saying? So luckily I didn't have that. So in the time of COVID, all really I had time was to reflect within self. I started getting more into meditation. I started just practicing certain things in visionment, because knowing my know-how and my drive is one thing, but I needed to be universally balanced so it can manifest better. You know what I mean? And by doing that, it really, everything just started going crazy. Like, I really believe that my meditations and me opening up my chakras is how me and you connected, how we connect. It's like you came out of nowhere with the alley-oop. It's like I'm running up and down the court. I'm doing all this work. You like, yo, fam, look, here it is. Nobody threw alley-oop to me before. Now you throwing alley-oops. I'm ready to do the windmills. I'm ready to tomahawk it,
You see, this is what I learned in this game, right? A lot of people got into this game just to get into this game. See, when I got into this game, I got in as an artist. I used to dance back, like I used to do backup dancers in back groups. I break dance. I did little TV shows, little fashion shows, all types of things growing up. I grew up with a musical, talented family from the Caribbean. So, rest in peace, my uncle. He used to manage the Exodus, the biggest soca group, back in the 70s and stuff. So, and he did radio and podcasts like this when they were just little TV segments, right? So over the years, I grew up around this and I wanted to be around this, and I manifest myself into being this type of person because everybody was like, no, quit this, go do this. Yeah, chef. Yeah, I got other jacks of all trades because I had to do little things to go get a new keyboard or a new turntable or something. I didn't work for the way people wanted to work. Like, people work to go have a job to go like get benefits to live life. I've gotten to that point so many times in jobs where I just like, all right, I'm going on tour for a month or a year. Like, you know what I'm saying? And things manifested better when you focus on yourself, and when you have people around you. There's always the naysayers, the people who are trying to tell you that you can't do it. It's not right. This is not real. Like, when you were switching over to digital and you were just like, okay, I'm going to start doing these little podcasts. I'm going to do these things, and salute you on the podcast. That's information that needs to be given to the public.
Thank you.
And can you please speak on that?
Okay, yeah. Shout out to my man Trax. Basically, my man Trax on the West Coast. I met him through Snoop Dogg's artist Mac Lucci. I met Mac Lucci actually when I was in Cali. The last day that we was in Cali, I ended up meeting Mac Lucci. So when he was coming to New York, he was like, yo, Conn, I'm coming to New York. Could you set some things up? I set up some radio interviews and things of that nature. Trax came with him as the entourage with Mac Lucci, and me and Trax really connected over the years. And this was like, he came in like 2014. So me and Trax been cool for quite a while. And that's one person I could say that's always been on point with me, giving me information, because he's been in the game for a long time himself, behind the scenes, producing, directing, writing, all types of things. You know what I mean? He's very knowledgeable. So we came up with the idea, because I'm Conn and he's Trax. It's like contracts. You feel what I'm saying? So this business is full of contracts and it's full of things with all creators. You don't have to be an artist. You can be a director. You could be a photographer, any type of creative energy. What we do every Sunday is that nice little meal. Let me see if I show you the graphic for it. We give you the nice little meal of information. And, it's Sunday conversation, it's contracts. And what we do is, it's that good soul food. If you can see, it's the soul food. See that cassette tape and all that right there? Yeah. That's basically what we do. We go on for about an hour, and we only did 2 episodes so far, and we're gradually getting an audience, because I know a lot of artists that follow me. So when they come on, they may ask questions or they just absorb the knowledge. I tell them, take notes from my experience, from his experience. We're telling you things that you can get so you don't have to go through what we went through. Or you can take this idea and run with it and create something on your own. And we're doing this. This is information that costs thousands of dollars, and we're doing it for free because we believe that our knowledge needs to be passed on. And that's something that they have not been doing in this industry. So you come get your Sunday supper or your Sunday noon meal, actually, because it's like noon Eastern time, contracts, on my IG. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see it every Sunday, man. All you creators out there, man, get some good information. It's something special.
Man, you got to bring me on there for the DJ talk.
Listen, we're going to start having guests. We just wanted to get the first couple of episodes going, But there's no doubt about it because on IG now you have the capability to put more than 2 people on there.
Well, you see, it's like I've been watching you and I've been liking what you guys are doing because we also do that. CatX does that on the ACW network, and then on the Overtime Hustling with Turf Tales and everything that we do. And then a lot of the things that's going on is that everything is a platform for us to show people new artists, people who people don't know, and be able to talk to people like you. Is like I've been in this game for so many years that speaking to legends now and finding out where they failed and what they didn't like, what happened to them and what really happened in the industry really opens my eyes that I wasn't the only one, because going through a lot of things in the industry, you get screwed over a lot. And there's a lot of people who've like swindle you into situations, like put you in bad situations. Like, have you ever like gotten to a situation where you you had to fight with another person for the headline spot when you guys are supposed to be the headliners? Like, you ever get double booked like on a situation like that?
Luckily, not really, but I do know there's been moments of competitive things where, people want to show out to try to get ahead. Like, for instance, something called the Rapathon in Harlem, Hip Hop Culture Center. We actually are 5-time Guinness World Record holders, us and it's about 100 MCs all together. We run for over 24 hours straight, continuous cipher, and then we record 25 hours, 26, 7, 8, continuously for 5 years. But anyway, the very first year, Hot 97 was a sponsor, Converse was a sponsor, and the number one team gets like teams of 10. The number one team, Summer Jam, and one of us was going to perform on the open stage and all that. So people were trying to really show out. You seen everybody trying to go hard. So it was like a competition. And lo and behold, my team, Chef DR, Hip Hop Chef team, actually, Triborough included with other people. Shout out to everybody that was included in that team. We actually won. You know what I'm saying? Out of all that situation, we won, but it was like a dog fight. People were coming and doing their thing, but deep down inside, so that's one situation I could say. But I've never been in a situation where it's like, kind of like how making the band, it's like, yo, you bow him and whoever does it wins this. I never had to worry about that. You know what I mean? It's just, I've always had good people relations, so I've never been put in that situation, luckily.
So is there a book coming from Sean Conn at any time?
Eventually there is actually. And I'm probably gonna call it the Constitution. Yeah, serious. I have that idea because that's gonna be, I think, like my following project, the next project I'm doing for this year, because I did Conn and the Genius in February, and by November I will be dropping second album, which I'll be doing 2 albums in the year. That's gonna be called The Wrath of Conn. Right. Just like, remember Star Trek, The Wrath of Conn, but it's The Wrath of Conn. And I've had an idea, me and Trax actually from 2014 or so, we're starting to work on a project called The Constitution. So now that has been in limbo for years, I'm gonna do that project next year, but with it, like I said, we'll be emerging with a new video game that I'm gonna be working on. And what you say with the book, definitely what you call it, how it's slipping my mind, the documentary works, but with that, I could be looking to a book. Of the book, it comes with a lot. And I don't think my story yet is to the point where the book is ready, because I'm still on the ascension of where I want to go, and I'm getting so close to it. So I feel like once I get to that point that I wanted to get to, then I can start this book, because I'm still reaching for that part that I'm missing, and I'm getting there. And I know everything that I'm doing now is taking me to that spot. So once I get there, I can finally take that deep breath and then, get into that.
Perfect. Because you see, I like people who are ambitious like that. We're going to talk more after this, because I have a crazy idea I want to do with you now that, let's make it official. I'm going to be on Team Sean Conn. So look out for big things coming up from this, because I'm going to be backing him like 100. This is one of my favorites. Like, he's family. And right now I'm going to show you why, because we about to shake the world with this. And this is not even just the first track we're about to do. There's about to be a lot of things coming out. And this vinyl is going to be coming out. And I could actually say this on air. We got Thrust, the legendary, Juno winner. We have Tough Dumpling, who's known for the legendary Nefarious and Collision. Moved to New York, does movies, TV shows, commercials, you name it. He's out there doing it. We got YT Dunn. We have I did a remix with YT Dunn and Thrust with Edley Shine. We have Navi North. We have there's so much music that's gonna be on there. Rick, I don't even know what to say right now. That album, that compilation is gonna be ridiculous. We got Mike North. We got Sean Conn. Rickshaw. Like, this is about to be bananas. Wait till you see the cover. Wait till, like, when I talk about we're trying to do the comic book thing, we're trying to do the lifestyle, we're trying to show you what we really do. Just say that we're on that.
It's about to go down. This is a DJ Disspare exclusive.
Yo, I'm on that. You know I'm on that. I keep a Louisville baseball bat. Yeah, I'm on that. You know I'm on that. I got a couple safe spots for the straps. Yeah, I'm on that. You know I'm on that. And Lord knows we bout it since way back. Yeah, I'm on that. Cushy with the bomb hash. Ushy gushy bomb shot a face slap. Listen, I'm from the school where we shut it down. Ain't no principal will probably beat you if you try to fuck around. A lot of people, they got knuckled down. They see my set coming hogging the hall. We make you shuffle round. The band room, no, they ain't nothing round. My roll back on the go jack. Tell me who got the toughest sound. I'm coming live, I'm from the dungeon now. Ain't shit changed, I shift change, still ahead of 100 miles.
I'm on that, you know I'm on that. I got the launch strap ready for the combat. Rough monster on the beat, that's a bomb track. Hey yo, we bout to blow up like Syria and Iraq. You can't sell that tough talk, I don't buy that. I'm just being myself, you should try that. The only time I ever lie is when I lie back. Your girl write that, you give her a right back. New school niggas like, yeah, that's lit. All my old school niggas like, that's that shit. Pass that spliff, I'm trying to take it to another level. I'm just smoking with the guy while you drinking with the devil. Don't save her, there's really no hope for these hoes. They just wanna party, put coke in their nose. What's a bad bitch if she can't make a sandwich? I told her I'm an artist and her body was a canvas.
I'm on that, kush with the cognac. Still got the looks, all the girls tryna chat. I'm on that, pushing, I don't fall back. Just tryna put my hometown on my back. I've been on that, long before the mumble rap. We're being copycats, couldn't get you daps. I've been on that, I don't need no contract. Hey yo, my people, are you with me? Where you at? Come on, where you at?
DJ Disspare is in the damn building.
I represent Queens, they loving how Conn rap. They say they hotter than summer, I tell them fall back. These suckers mumbling they words, now what you call that? I'm just appalled at how these rappers is getting over. Word to Hova, so eat it, I become a supernova. Spitting crack like baking soda when you mix it with the coca. On the highway, your lyrics you pull over on the shoulder. Public figure, every bit of a figure. Secret agent of rap, the golden mic comes with a trigger. Real deal in the field like Clover. My words carry over from New York to Manitoba. You don't want a problem, take a loss. I'm handing out L's like T-La Rock, it's yours. Leave them gassing for air, we the dark side of the force. We three the hard way, Conn, Rupp, and Mike North.
Like I said, there's a lot of big things about to come down. Can you hit people with your social media and everywhere they can find you and your music?
Yes, indeed. All right. Everything from my website to my YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram, anything you could think of, Facebook, SEANCONN with 2 zeros. So that's Sean Conn 00. That's everything. Every platform, I keep it unified, and artists take notes. You should do that too. Don't have all type of crazy names. It's going to be hard to find. Sean Conn 00. That's all you need. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram. You know the routine.
And trust me, just go into my app. You got Sean Conn's video on there. This will be aired on my app too, the DJ Disspare app. I can't wait to see what the future brings to you. We're gonna come back and speak more on it. And like right now, shout out to Rupman's Monster, fam. I know you're doing better. Things are just gonna get better. So keep your head up. We're here for you. This is going to be a new movement. Sean Conn, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you, fam.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad that Mike North and Russ brought me back to you. This is about to be amazing. This is epic. I'm really happy. The video's about to be aired in New York in a theater. What'd you say about that? Peace.